This is a video showing how I layer vinyl to come up with a logo or a decal. And this is vinyl that is cut on a kind of like a plotter, and it cuts it out. I weed out what I do not want, and I can use the rest of it. There's a couple ways to apply this. One is use a tape backer, and this technique is one that I'm going to use that I spray a chemical on there to deactivate the glue. So you can see it sticks my finger. Spray the surface as well. This way it kind of just floats on there. Grab my tape measure, and I want to make sure that I have it positioned where I want it. I want it 21 inches from the top and 4 5/8 from the edge. As you can see, it moves fairly easy on this layer of water, but you have to make sure that it's thoroughly drenched. And since it does move very good, sometimes it's hard to get it exactly positioned, but you want it to be perfectly straight. So that's about where I want it. Now I'm going to squeegee the water out of it. I'll just kind of hold it still because it will slide very easy. Start from the center and work my way out. Take and dry some of this water up. I can still see water bubbles under the vinyl. I want to get most of this up. And I'll just keep squeegeeing it out until it's perfectly flat. This technique is a lot better than the other technique because the other technique is able to have air bubbles underneath it. This one, you pretty much get all of it out. Alright, and that's the first layer. The next layer that I'm going to put on there is a black outline layer. And this one has a mask on top of it. And the other technique would be where you lay it on the place, get it in position, tape it, hinge it, take the back off and put it back on. But it's hard to align it because you can't see exactly where you're going to put it. So I am going to use the same technique on this one. Again, drench both surfaces. When this application tape gets wet, you can see through it. So I can see that I cover all my yellow. I think it's there. Squeegee some of the water out. Okay, clean some of this up. And what happens when you squeegee the water out from underneath it, it is able to dry. The glue is able to dry and stick to your part. And again, I work from the center. And having the tape on top of here also keeps it from being scratched so much. Even though this is a pretty smooth surface on the squeegee, it's still able to be scratched. I can put a little bit more pressure using this technique. Alright, now I need to get the tape off, and it's also, has sticky stuff on it. If I just pull the tape off, since the glue on the vinyl hasn't completely dried, I will pull the vinyl off. So what I will do, I'll squirt it on the surface of the piece, and it'll soak through the tape and activate the glue and deactivate the glue on the tape. And it won't be able to slide underneath the vinyl to deactivate the glue on the vinyl. So I'll let that set for just a second. It doesn't take long. Alright, now I'll start with the corner and carefully pull it up. And be careful not to drag my towel over the surface, because, like I said, that glue has not set completely. I really don't have to get it all the way dry, because I am going to go ahead and do the next step now. Put a white section in here. Okay, got that on there. Next piece will be the blue. It'll go on the bottom section around the soccer ball. A lot of water still underneath this section here. You're going to have to be careful not to rub against the black outline, because again, that's still not dry. Now you can look at the vinyl in the reflection of the light. You probably can't see it on the camera, and see that all the bubbles are out from underneath it. Okay. Now all that's left is just one more decal, and that's the red. There'll be a cross in the white section and some stripes in the blue section and that other top section. Again, I can see through the tape good enough to make sure that it's lined up. And I'm lining it up by look at the white on the cross, make sure it's perfectly positioned, and then the stripes up here, and everything else should fall into place. And that looks like it's it. and squeegee the water out. And the water and the chemical in, or the application liquid won't hurt the surface of this. I used a lacquer finish, so there's a real durable finish. Okay, I think that is on there. Deactivate the top tape. I got 2 layers of tape on this one because of how when I put it on there, I had to overlap it a little bit. It should sink through there. If not, I'll pull one off and pull the other off later. And there you have it.